All right. So I'm Akim. Today's date is September 3rd, 2018. Welcome to another class. Um, Tonight we're gonna go into why the name of the Lord is important, especially in the times to come. Right? So Nakamaya grab Proverbs 18 and 10, and somebody hold Acts, the 3rd chapter.
You got one reader. One reader.
I got you.
I got you. Yes, that's right,
Well,
whoever not reading, go on mute.
Yeah, Con. Whoever's not reading, mute. Baba Shaw. Proverbs 18 and 10.
Right. This is Proverbs 18 and 10. The Lord, Salaki, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower.
Right. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Okay. The name of the Lord is like our power source. All right. It's a strong tower. Go ahead.
The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Yeah. The righteous run into it and it's safe. Okay. I remember one time at work, this one Edomite was bugging the hell out of me. And I rebuked that Edomite in the name of the Lord, and that Edomite shut the hell up automatically. No BS, no lie. Okay? The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and it's very important. Okay? Now, Allah, grab Acts 3 and start verse 1.
I got Acts 3. Like I said, you gotta have one read.
Okay, Tom.
Acts 3, verse 1. Now Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour.
Go ahead.
And a certain man, lame from his mother's womb, was carried.
Okay, so here goes so here goes a man that's that basically can't walk. Okay, go ahead.
Son, whom they laid daily at the gates of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Who, seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, asked an alms.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, said, "Look on us." And he gave heed to them, expecting to receive something of them. Then Peter said, "Silver and gold have I none."
Silver and gold have I none. Go ahead.
"But such as I have give I thee, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach of Nazareth, rise up and walk."
So you see that, Akim? In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach of Nazareth, rise up and walk. So without the apostles saying in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, rise up and walk, do you guys think that man would have been able to get up and walk?
No.
In the Gospels, if you can find it up, it says, anything that you ask in my name, it shall be given to you. So this is another reason why that the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, is important, because anything that we ask in his name is going to be given unto us. And literally this miracle happens because of the power of the name of Yahweh Shai. Okay. Now get Proverbs 30 and 4.
30 and 4.
Come.
This is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. Who has ascended up into heaven or descended?
Mm-hmm.
Who has gathered the wind in his first fist, who has bound the waters in a garment, who has established all the ends of the earth. What is his name?
What is his
And
name?
what is his,
Uh-huh.
and what is his son's name, if thou can tell?
All right. So what is his name and what is his son's name if thou can tell? If the name wasn't important, why is this question being asked if the name wasn't important? The name is important because this is also going to be crucial for our salvation. Okay, get Acts 4 verse 10. It's going to be crucial for our salvation.
God, this is Acts 4 verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him does this man stand here before you whole.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. This is the song which was set at naught of you builders, which is become the head of the corner. Neither is there any salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven.
For there is none other name under heaven, and under heaven is the earth. Go ahead.
None other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Exactly, whereby we must be saved. So when Jacob's troubles come, okay, and you have let's point out GOCC for instance, if they calling on Ahiah and Yeshaya, they're not getting saved because they're not calling on the real names. They're not calling on the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because when you go into the names, the name Yahweh means he exists, and Yahweh Shai is he is the deliverer. So literally Yahweh Shai name is going to save us. His name means to save, and Yeshaya name doesn't mean that. And then we go into, I believe it's Sirach, it says that the elect shall praise his holy name, letting you know how important the name of the Lord is. Okay? Like in Acts said, there is none other name under heaven given among men which we shall be saved. So if Christians calling on Jesus Christ, they're not getting saved. You calling on Allah, you're not getting saved. We have to call on the true names that I was given. They get Amos 3 verse 7.
Did you want me to get that precept in Sirach?
Oh yeah, come.
This is Sirach 17 and 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name.
Yep, and the elect shall praise his holy name. Okay, so the elect is going to be praising the real name of the Most High and the Son. And when we're out there on the highways and the byways, we're supposed to be standing stiffly for the name. And we're supposed to be professing the name of the Lord. And we can't just profess the name of the Lord behind the keyboard. We have to profess the name of the Lord in front of everybody. Okay?
God. Amos chapter 3 verse what?
7.
God, this is Amos chapter 3 verse 7. Surely Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
Yeah, he reveals his secrets unto his servants the prophets. And the name is a secret. And the prophets are going to have that name. Because the Most High isn't going to do anything without letting his prophets know what he's going to do. Okay, hey, when you read the when you read the prophets, it always says, "Thus saith the Lord."
Okay.
And Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, "There is no new thing under the sun." So if the prophets back then were prophesying in the name of the Lord, how much more now? Get John 17:6. How much more now?
This is John chapter 17, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
I have manifested thy name.
I have manifested thy name, my name. Go ahead.
Son, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world.
That's right. Okay, and Yahushua was talking to the apostles. Okay, and the apostles is back here on the scene. Okay, and they gave the name through the Spirit of the Lord, of course, to the men that's out there on the highways and the byways. And on the highways and the byways, we have to stand stiffly and boldly for the name, and that's what the elect is going to do. Okay, get Second Ezra, the second chapter.
Second Ezra chapter 2. What verse?
Just go straight to the point.
Let me go back down. So like I gotta skip all this.
But y'all see how important. But y'all see how important the name is. The name is very crucial.
Verse 16, where it say, "For I have known my name in Israel."
So let me Second Ezra 2 and verse. Start at verse 40. Start at verse 42.
Come. Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praise Yahweh with songs.
Right, and they all praise Yahweh with songs. And then when you read up at verse 40, it says, "Take thy number, O Zion." Okay, so this is talking about the Israelites. Okay, go ahead.
Come. Verse 43. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Go ahead.
So I asked the angel and said, "Sir, what are these?" Verse 45. He answered and said unto me, "There be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name."
And have what?
Yahweh. Confessed the name of Yahweh.
And have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh. And when you go in to the word confess, the etymology of the word is self-acknowledge. Okay? Admit. Okay? So to admit the name of the Lord, or to speak the name of the Lord. And they didn't just do this in a house, because it's easy, saying that you believe in the name of the Lord, when you're just in a house. But when you actually go out there on the highways and the byways and you put forth faith in that name, that's confessing the name. That's you putting your trust in the name. Like in Proverbs 18:10 says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Okay? Go ahead.
Time. Now are they crowned and receive, is it palms?
Yeah, palms. Now they are crowned and receive palms. So these men that confess the name of the Lord, they're over there receiving crowns. And don't y'all want to receive crowns? I know everybody on here want to receive crowns and palms in their hands. So this is another reason why the name is important, man. So we can get crowns. Go ahead.
So verse 46, then said I unto the angel, what young person is this, O Salaki? Is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands?
Mm-hmm.
So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of Yahweh,
Son of the Most High. Go ahead.
whom they have confessed in the world.
Yep.
Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly.
That stood
for the
so
name
stiffly. See that? That stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So that's what we ought to do. To stand stiffly for the name of the Lord. Okay, day in and day out. And this is not something that, on Saturday we just clock in to being an Israelite and then we just clock out. Okay, this isn't a toy, okay, where you're so into it one day, and then now that you're bored with the toy, you just sit it down and you leave it alone. No, we're Israelite. We're Israelite 24/7. Okay, so we ought to stand stiff for the name every day. Okay, each and every day, and the name of the Lord is forever. Okay, the name of the Lord is perpetual. The scripture says the Lord changes not. But get Exodus 3:15. Okay, because I said that the name of the Lord is forever.
Exodus 3:15.
Go ahead.
And God said, moreover, unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
To the children of Israel,
Yahweh,
mm-hmm.
Yahweh, power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever.
How long?
Forever.
Forever. This is the name of the Lord forever. Uh-huh.
And this is my memorial unto all generations.
Unto all generations. Okay? So we have the name revealed back to us. Shouldn't we take advantage of that?
Okay.
You see? The name of the Lord is forever, man. Okay? Matter of fact, get Psalms 135 verse 13. Okay, the name of the Lord is forever.
God, this is Psalms chapter 135 verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Thy name, O Lord, or O Yahweh, endures forever.
Endure forever. Go ahead.
And thy memorial, O Yahweh, throughout all generations.
See that? So the name of the Lord endures forever. Okay, you got some people that's saying that, oh, we don't know the name. So how are you prophets if you don't know the name of the Lord? I don't know about you brothers, but when I first came into the truth and I learned that I was Israelite, then the next thing I sought out was the name. I was like, okay. Well, I was like, okay, I know that I'm an Israelite. Okay, that's good and all, but now, what's the name? What's the name of the Lord? What is the true names? Okay, and those names and those names are way better than just calling on God and Jesus. Because when you read the prelude of Sirach, what it says, the matter of fact, can you grab that up? The prelude.
Yeah, the preface.
Sirach. Yeah, come on. Okay, because the Hebrew language, which is the last one, Quadash, the holy tongue, okay, that is more powerful than the English. So when you pray in the name, when you rebuke demons in the name, it has a special and a better force to it than just saying lame old Jesus Christ, or just saying God, or just saying Jehovah. Okay, demons don't run from those names, but demons run from the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, though, for sure. You got it up?
Con, what you want the end, towards the end?
Yeah, where it says the same the same things other than Hebrew along those lines?
I know what you're talking about. Hold on. This is the preface. It really don't have a chapter of it, but it's like towards the end of the paragraph, or in the middle of the paragraph. It's for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into other tongues have not the same force in them.
See, have not the same force in them. Okay, so it's very important that we learn the name of the Lord, because the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, hey man, is a great force field. Hey, Proverbs 18:10 again. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Okay, and first of all, we're called Hebrew Israelites. So it's only right that we go back to the language that we were speaking back in the ancient world, which is Hebrew. And then I touched on prayer. Get John 16, start at verse 25. Okay, because when you pray in the name, you know that's very important too. Praying in the name of the Lord.
So, John 16:25. These things have I spoken unto you in Proverbs. The time cometh when I shall no more speak unto you in Proverbs, but I shall shew you plainly of Yahweh, or of the Father. So like, at that day ye shall ask in my name.
Ask in my name, okay? Because when you read the scriptures, it says that nobody can get to the Father but through me. So you have to pray in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's how important it is. Go ahead.
My name, and I say not unto you that I will pray the Father for you.
Okay, you see? So praying in the name of Yahweh Shai is important. Okay? But Akim, that's all I had for today.
I got a point, because
okay,
you know, our brothers will try to play a game with the English, Hebrew, and the Greek. Back in Psalms 135, if you start at verse 5, it say, for I know that Yahweh is great, and that our Lord is above all gods. You see what I'm saying? So if you look at that in Hebrew, it's distinguishing Yahweh's name from any of the gods, period.
That's a great point. Does anybody has precepts?
I got two.
Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 124, verse 8. It says, our help is in the name of Yahweh, who made heaven and earth.
Our help is in the name of the Lord. You see? That's our help. Matter of fact, get Psalms, get Isaiah 12, verse 4.
This is Isaiah chapter 12, verse 4. And in that day shall ye say, praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Go ahead.
Call upon his name.
And call upon his name. We are to call upon the name of the Lord. Okay? Isn't that a commandment too? And that we shouldn't make mention of any other gods? Go ahead.
It say don't use his name in vain, and it also commands that we use his name and put his name in the children of Israel. I'm gonna finish this verse out for you. Declare his doings among the people. Make mention that his name is exalted.
And make mention that his name is exalted. You see, we should exalt the name of the Lord. Okay. Hey, we should be exalting his name every chance that we get. Okay. Hey, when you say to our Father, where it says, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. See, the Most High's name is holy. Okay. Precept.
Well, we got a second precept on
it. Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
I got
Cool.
but somebody else can bring their precept, right?
I got a precept.
All
right, this is Matthew 10 and 32. It says,
Mm-hmm.
Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess
Beautiful.
also before my Father which is in heaven. But
What was
whosoever
that
shall
verse?
deny me is Matthew 10 and 32 through 33. Verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
It's beautiful. See?
I got a precept. Zephaniah 3 and 12.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 9 because a lot of people try to say that we don't know the name because we haven't got the pure language. So I'm going to start from verse 9. But then will I turn to the people a pure language.
Yeah, pure language, which is the Hebrew. Go ahead.
That they may all call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him with one consent. Right? And I'm going to jump down to verse 12. I will also leave, he said, also, I will also leave in the midst of thee and afflicted and poor people, which we are now. We will not be there in the kingdom.
Right.
And they shall trust in the name of Yahweh.
We shall trust in the name. See? You see? Oh yeah, I said that earlier. That we are to trust in the name. But also Akim, we're gonna catch hell for the name. We are gonna catch hell for the name. First Peter 4 and start verse 12. Gonna catch hell for the name of the Lord.
This is 1 Peter 4 and 12. Behold, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers in Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Yep.
If ye be reproached, right? The word reproach means insulted, right?
Yeah, right.
For the name of Hamashiach.
See, for the name. If we be reproached for the name. Hey, you have some Israelites that scoff at us for using the name. Go ahead.
Happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High rests upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified.
Exactly, but on Yahweh's part, he is glorified, and we saw that with the apostles. They grab Acts 5 verse 40. We've seen that with the apostles. They caught hell for the name.
Acts 5 and 40. And to him they agreed, and when they have called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua and let them go.
All right, you see that? But the apostles, they wasn't mad. They were glad, actually. Keep going up.
Verse 41. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing.
They were rejoicing. Go ahead.
Rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
You see?
And daily in the temple and in every house they cease not to teach and preach Yahushua Mashiach.
You see that? So the name of Yahushua literally put a spirit on them where they didn't care that they were catching hell for the name. they were there rejoicing. You see?
I like that. What precept was that?
That was Acts 5:40 through 42. You see? So that's what the name of the Lord would do, man. They just got their ass whooped. But here the apostles is rejoicing, okay? And that they were counted worthy to suffer for the name. You see? That's beautiful. So if you're catching hell for the name of the Lord, hey, count yourself worthy. Hey, we're not even really worthy to be catching hell for the name. You know that's a beautiful thing that they were catching hell for the name. Okay, but anybody else got precepts?
If I may bring out two more. Oh, no, go ahead, Con.
Well, go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
This is Matthew 24, starting at verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9 is the point. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated for all nations for my name's sake.
That's right. Hey, and listen, man. People hate us Israelites. Okay, the ones that are going out to the highways and the byways, they hate our guts. Okay, they hate our guts. Trust me, they hate our guts. Like they like, yo, man, why do they always got to keep calling on that name? Okay, they hating, man, and they hate our guts. But it doesn't matter though, because that name, like I said, is our power source. It's going to keep on giving us the strength and the power to do, what we do, and Lord willing, continue to do. Okay, when they try to force that tip on us, we have to call up on a name, so we can endure what Esau has stored for the Israelites. Okay, Tazapanya, you had something out?
This is Nehemiah 9:1, and I'm going to read to verse 5. Now, in the 24th day of this month, the children of Israel were assembled with fasting and with sackcloth and earth upon them. Verse 2. And the seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers, and stood and confessed their sins and the iniquities of their fathers. Verse 3. And they stood up in their place, and read in the book of the law of the Lord their God 1/4 part of the day, and another 4th part they confessed and worshiped the Lord their God. Verse 4. Then stood upon the stairs of the Levites Jeshua and Benai, Kadmiel, Shebaniah, Buni, Sheribiah, Bani, and Shinani, and cried with a loud voice unto the Lord their God. Here's the point, verse 5. Then the Levites, Jeshua and Kadmiel, Bani, Hashbani, Sherebiah, Hodijah, Shebaniah, and Pashaniah said, stand up and bless the Lord your God forever and ever, and blessed be the glorious name which is exalted above all blessing and praise. And if you basically keep reading, it's going to go into how all the wondrous works that Yahweh has done for our people. And it basically, it like, this is all the other nations. And when you diss the nations, you also diss their God. And it just said this name is above all. So that just shows how important this is.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, you know what? When you go into the history, like Joshua, for instance, when the spies and Rahab was talking, Rahab, she was basically saying, yeah, we know about how your power, Yahweh, and what they did to Egypt. So the heathens knew about the name, and the name of the Lord literally melted their hearts and made them afraid. Because when Israel rolled through, they already knew who our power source was, and they would tremble.
Yahweh's name is dreadful among the heathen.
Yeah, that's right.
I got another precept. I got 2 points. Two precepts. Leviticus 19 and 12. Because Israelites will say that even though they all for saying this, they'll say that the only law that's done away with is the sacrificial law, right? So if that's the only law that was done away with, you have to follow this law right here. Leviticus 19 and 12. And ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am Yahweh. He gave you the name right there. So if Israelites are teaching that we have to keep all 613 commandments, right, which the sacrifices is in part of that, you can't say that we don't know the name or we're not gonna know the name until the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're pulling out all these scriptures that we got to get saved through these names. You got to follow this. You breaking this law when you don't say the name. You see what I'm saying?
Come, for sure.
And then it said we was going to call the name when we was afflicted and poor people, not when we get in the kingdom. I mean, we're going to do it then, too. But it say when you afflicted and poor, we afflicted and poor now, before the kingdom.
Yeah. Matter of fact, in the book of Baruch, it says that in the land of our captivity, we shall remember who we are, and remember who we are. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that remembering who we are comes with knowing the name.
And that going to rehearsing the righteous acts.
Yep. You see.
And then I seen a video just not too long ago of Nate. Just recently, he just put this video out. He was talking about, you know, so he was basically using the Lord's name in vain. He was saying Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai as if it's dumb to say it, right?
Yeah,
so this is Deuteronomy 5 and 11. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, right? So let's go into the definition of vain. This is Strong's 87723, right? It said desolating, evil, ruin, guile, false. You see what I'm saying? Falsehood, emptiness, nothingness, vanity, right?
Yeah,
worthlessness, right? So I'm not saying them brothers are using the name in vain, but they can put themselves, you know what I'm saying, in danger of doing it. And then it said, for Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain, right? So y'all made me bring up a point with that. But for those higher dudes, right, you know how you go to Exodus, right? And a lot of them be real simple. They say, they basically say, one dude told me, you know, they brought out 1 John where it say, I'm paraphrasing, if you don't go by the scriptures, then you're a liar, right? Y'all know that scripture I'm talking about?
Yeah, if they speak not,
according to his word.
Yeah, if there's no light in the
Come.
Basically, yeah. So, okay, he said the scripture saying, I am, right? And he wouldn't go to verse 15, but he kept saying, all I know is that the Most High clearly said that his name is I am. I said, okay, well, let's go to Exodus chapter 6, verse 2. And we're going to read down to verse 3. And God spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am Yahweh. Verse 3. I appeared unto Abraham. So we established that the Most High is speaking, right?
Right.
And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty. But by my name, Yahweh, which is the Hebrew right there, but I was being simple with him. I was playing his game. By my name, Jehovah, was I not known to them. So I asked him, is the Most High name I am, or is it Jehovah? He paused for a good minute and 30 seconds, bro. So If a nigga want to play a game and say it's Ahaya, take him to this Hebrew word for Jehovah and show him that it's Yahweh. And he's speaking in both verses according to them. We know that that's an angel speaking in Exodus 3. But if they want to play a game, let them play a game and say, okay, if that's God speaking, we know the Most High speaking in Exodus 6 and 2. So he called himself, he said by my name Jehovah, which is Yahweh in the Hebrew. So is it Jehovah or is it I am? Is it Ahaya or is it Yahweh? You know what I'm saying? And they confounded at that point. But also,
yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was just about to expound on the point where you talk about taking the Lord's name in vain. Like, you can't just be out there just saying the name over and over again, you know, like it's something to play with. Like, unless you like saluting, praying or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should just like stay away from just reciting the name over and over and over. Not saying that you can't say it, but just don't do it, you know what I'm saying, like, for nothing.
And that's why you hear a lot of us when we be playing, like say we confound somebody, we don't say, and with that, call halal. We don't finish the name just because we don't want to use the name in vain. You see what I'm saying? So we like, and with that, you know what I'm saying, call halal. You know, we don't play with the name after that. We just leave it at that. You see what I'm saying? But going back to another point in Exodus chapter 3. If you go to verse 15, after the angel introduced himself as Ahaya, right? You can look at verse 15 where he said, and moreover. You see what I'm saying? And God said, moreover unto Moses. So he's adding to what he's about to say, right? So that's just like me trying to introduce you. If I say, look, this person sent me, first, a nigga gonna be like, well, who is you? You see what I'm saying? So you gonna introduce yourself first. Then introduce the person you coming in the name of, right? So that only makes sense on why he expounded on who he were and said, moreover, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming in the name of Yahweh. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I had on that point.
Anybody else? Precepts?
Khan, I had a precept on a previous point you brought up, Malcolm, about when Paul and them, they rejoice when they're getting like beat up.
For the apostles? Yeah.
This is Romans 8. I'm gonna start at 16. It says the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of God, and if children, then heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So the apostles, they understood, like, this is like, you know what I'm saying? They understood it wasn't, it wouldn't be compared to the glory that they would receive afterwards.
Questions?
Yes, I have a question, but it's not pertaining to the topic, if it's true.